What's going on, Sith friends? Darth Kimchi here. We're back with another roster review. Next, we've got CT0419. This is the brother to a good buddy of mine, Snipe Rival. So he is in Carbonite 1, another Carbonite 1 roster. So if you guys are watching my show for the first time, I do a lot of roster reviews. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. I could really use your help. So of course, since all I do is roster reviews, a lot of my shows are just not getting enough views anymore. So I need the help from the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes world, especially the people who actually watch my shows. So this is the last roster review. This is Dan. So it got 97 views, so thank you for the 97 viewers, but why are you guys watching these shows over and over, especially multiple roster reviews? I'd like to know what everyone gets out of it. You know, why do you enjoy watching these shows? Is it just the banter? And that's the most thing I love about Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes is the banter. Now, I missed comments. So this is a good buddy, hello there. He's a DDK fan. So he put what's with the title. I fixed the title. So only one comment out of the 97 views. So you guys comment below. Let me know what makes you watch multiple roster reviews. What do you like for me to talk about? I feel like it's the same thing over and over and over and over. It gets kind of tedious. So let's go to the screen. This is CT. We're going to go to my Discord real quick. All right. So in my Discord, this is the roster review section. You know, people wait for years to get a roster review. The list is so long. But I can't just keep putting out nothing but roster reviews, especially if they don't get enough views. So these are the kind of the questions that I like everyone to DM me when they're next. You guys should keep track of the list. I don't have time to reach out to make sure you're, paying attention to my shows or paying attention to the list. So these are some questions that I think are cool to talk about in the shows. You know, if everyone's just skipping these questions, they don't care, then I definitely don't want to ask these questions anymore. If we need to switch them up, let's switch them up as well. So number one, I always want to know the meaning to everyone's in-game name. I'm Darth Kimchi. I love Darth Vader. I'm half Korean. I eat a lot of kimchi. I like the funny, cool names that are out there, like CT's name. Why'd you pick CT? And then next question, what's everyone's current fleet grind? What are you working on? I like to know these things. I don't do live shows anymore. The 8 people in my live show just doesn't really help out as well. So I like to just do them non-live. So what's your current fleet grind? What's the hardest ship grind that you went through? Everyone has a grind that they've gone through. I kind of like to know these things and just kind of give you congrats on what you've done. Number 3, what's your current squad grind? We're all grinding in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. What are you working on? What was the hardest tune you had to grind for? Everyone has this. Mine was gas. I didn't hoard get one. Took me forever to get a 7-star gas, 6-star gas. See, I put GL and non-GL. Depending on your roster size, I always think my great buddy Nemesis, his roster's huge. What are your 2 to 4 favorite tunes? I could skip these tunes. One GL, one non-GL, depending on your roster size. What are you proud of for me to showcase? I want to see how good your Mara Jade is to my Mara Jade, how much protection your gas has over my gas. I want to see these things. Number 5, what's the hardest game grind? Everyone should have a comment for this. Everyone, comment below. Is it relics, scavengers, scavenger materials, mods, tunes, gear, GL tickets, SID tickets? There's so much grinding going on in this game. You could add Chirotex to this now. And then, of course, if you could give tips to anyone entering your level, what would you say? I love this question. I get a lot from it, but I definitely need to ask the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes world. If no one cares about this stuff, you guys are not even paying attention to this, then let me know so I can not waste time in asking these questions. Do you want to see people's rosters? Do you want to see their grand arena? I've got to know what I could do to make these shows better. All right, so let's go to the main roster here. All right, let's look at CT in Carbonite 1. I can roast you there. We're going to start doing some roasting as well. So CT, what's going on, bro? Maybe you're not playing just as much, but Carbonite 1. So, of course, you just got to prepare for the next levels. Now, also, to my Discord, we're going to go to CT's chat. So, I'm also thinking about playing other games. Guys, please let me know if you're watching this part. what other games does everyone play that I could play? Can we do Star Wars like Battlefront? What game can we get into live and all, play, on the same team together? I don't care what it is, Fortnite, anything else. I think I'm gonna switch to live gaming. All right. So look at his opponent. This is what's going on. He's facing 3, 4, 5, 6 Galactic Legends at 9 million galactic power. And look at his roster. That to me is ridiculous. Grand Arena is no more fun. Like 3v3 I should do great in, but now that I'm overmatched so badly, I lost. I didn't try. I actually tried to lose and I lost all 3. I tried to win 1 just to get some more crystals, but I lost all 3. I got down to Kyber 4, which is a lot more fun, but we all hit a wall. When can we have fun? So to me now, it's all about just building what I want to build and have fun and just make sure that you have the best tunes out there. I still enjoy playing the game. All right, so let's go to his roster. Like I said, guys, please comment below. Let me know. I love doing roster reviews. I love that people see people's rosters, but, just need some help on what you guys like to see. It's the same thing over and over and over. So Fleet, of course, you want to get as high as you can. Top 50, you get crystals. This is where our crystals come from Fleet. Let's go take a look, CT. All right, and definitely let me know in the comment section, how's your brother? All right, let's go to capital ships. Okay, so basically regular, you got to get them. Good job. The grind for these 2 ships is terrible as well, so great job for getting them. You'll work on their relic levels. Home 1's a great fleet as well. You don't have Thrawn. Like I said, I hate fleet. I don't work on it, but of course, to keep yourself competitive, to not have to go so heavy on defense like I do. I build stuff just to put on defense. Work on a fleet, definitely. Look at the gas squad. Great job there. That was my hardest grind in the game. Let's get in there. So, of course, CT did not respond to the questions, so we're just going to have some fun. So 2.6 million galactic power. Great job, CT. Just keep grinding, keep going. So right off the bat, at 2.6 million galactic power, you don't have a galactic legend. You do have gas. Good job there. Datacrons wise, I didn't think you could get them this early on, but good job, you're working on them. You still want to just keep making sure you work on your Datacrons. Like right now in Carbonite, you only have to have 1 team on each section, so at least you have 2. So definitely keep building Datacrons. All right. So to make these shows just not go so long, I love the Star Wars Galaxy Heroes world. You guys comment below. If I skip something, what do you think? He's in Carbonite. I'm in Kyber 3. So what I tell you is very different. That's why I built the Discord, CT. If you need any help, you can get in the training room and at whole divisions, the next level up, Bronzium, Chromium, get yourself prepared. You are severely overmatched. So, of course, Galactic Legends are now the way of the game. But I've always preached core is king. Galactic Legends, if you don't have core to support it, it just doesn't do anything the higher you climb. So we'll quick click, and I'm just going to go through your roster real quick. So speed, of course, we all know is super, super important. Your first fastest tune is Admiral Piet. Good job. He should be top 5. 316 speed. Very good. So he's at 336 speed. Good job there. Now, of course, depending on your opponent, the higher you climb, you will always keep working on your speed. Admiral Piet used to be in my top 5. Now I have moved him down because I don't need them for like Darth Revan anymore because Amalgus out there, it doesn't work anymore. So I've slowed him down. Used to have him at like 340 something. Now he's at like 330 something. You'll always move tunes around. Like Rex was like in my top 2, not at your level, but like in Chromium. I've slowed him down as well. You just have to kind of like progress your roster off of the opponent that you're facing. Who needs to be in your top 3. So Shock T, maybe at Carbonite, maybe. Okay, you got her at 311. Not too bad at all. I think mine's also 311. And then let's look at Rex. A lot of people have a gas squad. A lot of people are modding gas, to mirror the other gas. So 302, not too bad at all. But of course, the faster Rex in a gas mirror match definitely could win the battle. All right, you got Colonel Stark as your top 4. That's a little worrisome. He should not be in your top 4. 286. That is very fast for Colonel Stark. Okay, so he's at 306. Thrawn. I used to have Thrawn super fast early on. I think I had him at 330 speeds at 281. So that's the end of your 300 speed tunes. So, of course, like I said, the higher climb, you'll get them faster. Tunes like Boss with Zam Muscle Omicron. You want Anakin super fast with Qui-Gon Jinn. Mara Jade, when you build her, should be super fast. We'll kind of break through your roster. All right, guys. Like I said, I love Star Wars Galaxy's banter. Definitely talk to me in the comment section. I'm getting pretty lonely lately. Only 1 or 2 comments here and there. I know Jay Trocious, hello there, always comment. So definitely, guys, talk to me. All right. So let's break down your squads, buddy. All right, let's go look at your 501st. So you got a great 501st squad. All basically R7 except for ARC Trooper, R8 General Skywalker. Great job there. All right, so 4 offense, 2 defense. Perfect build. Protection, not too bad at all. 135,000 speed. Ooh, that's where it's gonna hurt you, is that speed. You definitely don't want to, at least no less than 250. Speed is the way the game. Of course, General Skywalker doesn't really need a lot of speed because his counter is deadly, but speed is a little worrisome. Potency, very nice. Land that daze. And of course, damage should not be, basically, at R8 should be very close to 10,000, if not higher. And then armor, 64%. Good job because of the defensive set. So, of course, not to make this show so long, we know what we want in the secondary. We want protection, percentage, defense percentage would be great. Speed, of course, and offense if it's not on the primary. Okay, here, protection, no offense percentage. That's what you're lacking there. Okay, offense percentage, defense, very nice, very nice. Okay, it's got protection. Okay, no offense percentage. Here, protection. Just okay, it's got offense, but it just doesn't have any speed. Okay, it's got protection, 9 speed. Okay, so like I said, good. He's R8. Good job. You just have to work on your mods. I just work on my mods all the time. I keep improving and improving and improving because everyone has the same gas. What makes mine better than yours is my mods. That's it. Ours are both R8. 5s R7. Okay, let's take a look. So pretty thick 5s, speed 193. All right, so I've been talking about it all the time. I don't want to keep being repetitive, but I'm switching mine. All I want now is offense, speed, and of course, whatever survivability I get from the mods and relic levels, because everyone's going for Rex nowadays. Speed, only 193. Damage, not too bad, 5692. All right. I'm going to go through this team because you have a full relic squad. Like I said, Rex, survivability here, health, very nice. I would prefer protection. I would get rid of this just because, he needs survivability. Everyone's going to go for him first. Not too bad, about 100,000 health protection pool. All right, let's keep going. Let's look at your ARC Trooper, R5. Ooh, you got speed. Ooh, rough build right there. All right, so how to make ARC Trooper and Echo nasty is speed. Very hard to put offense mods on Echo and ARC Trooper. If you have a set, you need to put it on ARC Trooper because the turret can't crit, so don't put critical damage mods on ARC Trooper. But good job here. You just don't complete the secondary set. Later on, higher you get, if you can, it is more pertinent to definitely try to do matching sets. Offense, critical damage, offense percentage, just no speed. Okay, see how this is typically where Echoes are usually at. People put offensive arrows, and he's usually pretty slow. So just because when I review people's rosters, I can only do it off of what I face. I have faced thousands of gas mirror matches in my way coming up, and the nastier ones are when Echo and ARC Trooper are super fast, lots of damage. Rex, super fast, lots of survivability. 5s, nowadays, of course, you want survivability, but I'm going to switch to offense because mine goes on defense. If you're using yours for offense, and of course you want to do a defensive build, but I use mine on defense. All right, General Skywalker, let's keep going, sorry. All right, Bad Batch at your level, you're working on them. Good job there. They require a lot of chirotechs, but low level like this, if you can get Echo and Tech fast enough to follow each other, you can beat General Grievous squads. They can beat with the outspeed. It's a great squad. Good job there. Just the chirotechs are insane. Bounty Hunters are a little concerning. I'm working on fanning. That's kind of where mine's at as well. I'm close to 7 stars, but this is a little concerning because, like I said, I don't know what troubles you're having in Carbonite, but like I said, the roster you show me that your opponent, you need squads. So this is a squad that everyone should build like a second team, not maybe the main thing you're focusing on, but you could build it quickly. Grief Karga, Mandalorian, Bosk, Aura Singh lead, and Zam Wessel. Such an easy squad to build. They don't have to be full relic squads. They beat what they outspeed. Your opponent very rarely takes a turn. Mandalorian disintegrates on his first turn. This is an amazing, amazing squad. Highly recommend you get it right away. All right, Empire. So at your level, you're definitely using Vader to solo bugs or duo. We'll see. Let's take a look. 4 speed, 2 potency. At 264 speed, you're definitely can solo some bugs depending on your potency. 110%, perfect CT. This is a beautiful Darth Vader for bugs. I'm sure that's what you're using him for. Damage, this is what happens when you have speed mods on him. So when you do, you've got to put critical damage here. No, this has got to go. So if you run speed mods with Vader, this has got to be critical damage primary with offense percentage in the secondary with speed. And if you can get potency, that would be a god tier mod because you're missing some damage. Here should be potency, should be perfect. Offense percentage, speed. Any place that you need offense percentage there. 24 speed is kind of hard to get away from. And then here, no offense percentage. There is speed. There's no potency. I think you could dump that as well. So he's modded very well for taking on bugs. The potency is great. All right, we'll take a look at your brute alpha here in a little bit. So solo by yourself at 110% potency. That's why we'll talk about your bugs here in a second. So Palpatine, great job. You're working on Palpatine. Mara Jade, really good job there. Okay, 4 speed. I would do 4 offense, 2 potency, with potency primary here. You know, he's at 195 speed. With speed mods, he should be much faster. Mine's like 260 with offense mods. Like I said, you'll keep work on them. Mods is a killer for everyone. You got to keep working on them. Mara Jade, I'll give you a tip here. I tell everyone all the time, good set. You should have 4 speed, 2 potency. This has got to be potency primary with speed in the secondary. On every mod, if there is not speed and potency in the secondary, dump it. It's trash. No speed, dump it. It's trash. One of the hottest trash mods in all of Star Wars Galaxy Heroes. A speed mod with no speed in the secondary only belongs in one place and one place only, and that's the trash. Here, health, speed, potency, okay. I hate crit chance. I have so many crit chance primary mods with great speed secondaries, so I can't dump them, but no, she needs either survivability or damage. I recommend survivability, and then speed and potency in the secondary. Speed, potency, perfect. Especially on your speed arrows. Everyone should have tons of speed arrows. All right. Let's keep going. Moff Gideon, you've got to work on Moff Gideon. Got you. We'll talk about it in your Galactic Republic. Okay, Ewoks, don't do the Omicron. Don't do it. You won't use them later on unless you're going for like Leia Organa, then to get Princess Knesset. All right. First Order. And let me know in the comment section, CT, what Galactic Legend are you going for? I would highly, highly, highly recommend First Order, Kylo Ren, to get SOKR just because there's a great fleet behind it. Finalizer, which takes out Executor. That could be a big problem for you as well as Executor on defense. My core is so good, I've never had to worry about fleet to where I'm at now. I dominate with, or I don't say dominate, I do very well without fleet. All right, Galactic Republic's a huge faction as well. So you've got Padme, great job there. You got Anakin, you got C-3PO. Okay, don't have Qui-Gon Jinn. Okay, you got him. You got to work on them. So, I wouldn't say right now, but, you know, these are just squads that everyone's going to build. You definitely need Qui-Gon Jinn. Padme's fantastic, but then as your roster progresses, you definitely want Qui-Gon Jinn. So, get Cup out of level 69. I know AP Gains, we're doing that for him, but get him out of that. Work on him. He's not too hard as all because you've got to build a Gidme squad, CT. The higher you climb, people make people get Inquisitors to get Reva. She's a huge tune that everyone has to get. So everyone's building Inquisitors. Also, everyone's building Darth Traya Omicron. Gidme is Moff Gideon, Padme, Cup, R2, and Ayla. Because in your grind in Star Wars Galaxy, you probably will get her. It requires Galactic Republic support tunes, and there's not too many of them. They can be weak squads, gear 11, gear 12, and they're taking out full R7 Inquisitors without Reva lead. I do it. You can take out Traya lead. It's a great, great squad. Highly recommend you move on to it. Anakin, take a look at your Anakin. That's for Padme. Speed, got to work on it. Potency, 61%. So do not put your Padme squad on defense. If you do, pay attention to your opponent's roster. Make sure they do not have Nest. Your C-3PO is not built up very well at all. So I've duoed with Nest and Kira lead. Since your squad's not full relic, I could probably solo with Nest. It's got to be very careful what you put on defense. Padme is a great squad. Don't have Grandmaster Yoda worked on yet. All right, let's keep going. There's just so much stuff to build. Just have fun, CT. I appreciate you playing the game. I appreciate you watching my shows. I appreciate your brother watching my shows. I just like to look at people's rosters to kind of see what they're going through, and I just know what you're going to go through. So right now, bugs is a big thing for you. Great job with the Omicron for your guild. I did a recommendation on the last show that I did for, I believe it was Dan or somebody that was also in Carbonite 1. Let's see, is that Dan? Yeah, it was Dan. I just did Dan's roster. If you didn't watch that show, he's also in Carbonite 1. He's got a little bit more than you do. He's got a Galactic Legend. So, yeah, the matchmaking is just so insane. All right. So this show I talked about it. Your Geospy is R6, which is great. But look at his mods. Like, I know he's not even taking a turn. Only 196 speed. Critical damage. Look at the tenacity. Only 63%. Critical chance. See, he could have 1 billion damage. So, okay. So the main person to focus on is Brood Alpha. He should have been relicked over Spy first. Brood Alpha is the key to your bugs. I can't say it enough. He gets 60% from Queensville. I can't even remember what the leader does. Does it do anything with tenacity? No. So it doesn't matter like how fast the other bugs are. I mean, yes, it does. You want to get speed. Of course, speed is the way of the game. But Brood is the key. Get him, like right now that you're where you're at, get him to like in your top 3, top 4 teams. Get him to over 310 speed, 310, 315. That way, there's no Vader that can solo your bugs. Your opponent's having to pull, for heaven's sakes, a whole Empire Sith squad. You got the right set. 4 speed. No, you don't. Okay, so you need 4 speed, 2 tenacity. This has got to be tenacity primary here. I'll tell you what to get him at. Get him to 310 speed. That's all you care about. 310 speed. Tenacity should not be less than 180, 190% because you're getting 60% because of Queen's Will. Every mod should have speed, tenacity, speed, tenacity, speed, tenacity, speed, tenacity, speed, tenacity, speed, tenacity. Get him up there to where he cannot be debuffed. That's the first problem for your opponent. Vader cannot debuff Brood Alpha. So if he can't, the next thing is the Cooling Blade Geospy. Geospy could do 1 million damage. He will never take a turn. If Brood Alpha goes before Vader, it won't work. I'm just speaking of Vader because that's what everyone uses for bugs is Vader. I've soloed so many bugs with my Vader. My Vader used to be nasty back in the day. Spy, I had all tenacity mods, all tenacity. And then, of course, if you can do a critical damage here with offense percentage in the secondary, but it has to have tenacity in the secondary, same thing. Tenacity everywhere. Tenacity mods with no tenacity in the secondary is a hot trash mod as well. Up here, I didn't care about speed. I did survivability. Of course, speed in the secondary if you can get it. You want Spy to survive. If your opponent lands like maybe 1 dot or 2 dot on Spy, they're going to get trigger happy. They're still going to try to Culling Blade Spy because you can't land debuffs on Brood. And then when that Culling Blade does not work and it fails and Brood Alpha takes a turn, it's deadly. It's over. Poggle, great job there. These guys, I also did as much tenacity as I could and as much survivability. I've only had a Sunfac like R3 or R4. Brood's like R6. I did that just because of Sith Eternal. Spy's like R4 or R5. They can be deadly. They are a big problem for a lot of people, especially if they cannot use their Vader. You know, most people don't want to use Traya Scion for bugs. All right, let's keep going. Imperial Troopers, I talk about it all the time. You're there. Veers lead, Stark, Piet, Range Trooper, Dark Trooper, my man, great job. That's an amazing squad. You don't even have to full R5 is probably too much in General Greed. You probably wasted some relic levels. You know, that's great to R5 them all for a Datacron, but I have not R5 them. R3, Gear 12, you know, R7. I might R8 Dark Trooper because he's nasty. I like Dark Trooper, but that's all you need. Moff Gideon, definitely got to work on it. Iden, stop. Slap yourself if you're working on it. Because of Wampa, it's an easy solo. But of course, if Wampa can solo something else, Iden is a great team as well, but it's a lot to work on. Complete this squad, definitely work on Moff Gideon. Inquisitors, don't do it. Do not do it. You're too early on, way too early on. Okay? Jedi, your roster's just too far behind. So Jedi, you don't even have, oh my God, you don't even have Jedi Knight Revan. Ooh. To me, Jedi Knight Revan and Padme are like your left leg and your right leg in the game. They're like, you know, you can't stand without good core. So that's a little worrisome. You know, you definitely want to build. Jedi Knight Revan's a great squad. You should definitely build it as well. Yeah, your lack of Jedi is disturbing. All right, can roast you there a little bit, CT. All right, let's keep going. Okay, Night Sisters. No Night Sisters. Don't do it. You got too much to build. Okay, so good Jedi squad you need. The Jedi Knight Revan. All right, let's go take a look at. None of this you should be using. Well, you could be using Phoenix, but of course no one's going to take them any higher than that. Old Republic, you don't even have them for Darth Revan or Darth Malik. Rebels. Ooh, you don't even have a Rebel squad either. All right, so definitely need some work, CT. You got Han Solo. You got Chewbacca. Ooh, no, he's not even. I can't even look at your Rebels. It's hard. It's hard. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Separatist. CT, you're going to give me a heart attack. Okay. General Grievous. Okay. Health is good. Only at R5. Speed, a little slow. Potency. Okay, so I recommend either 4 critical damage, 2 health, or all health. But this has got to be critical damage. This should be critical damage with health percentage and speed in the secondary. If you can get potency, God tier. You only want 3 things on General Grievous. Health percentage, flat health if you get in the secondary, if you can't get in the primary. Critical damage, offense doesn't matter. And then speed and potency are very, very important. This here, health, but you really want to have a speed and potency in the secondary if you can get it. I've switched to a potency primary when I faced like JML squads, Sith Eternal squads. Potency primary with health percentage and speed in the secondary. If you didn't have it, I wouldn't do it. Got to make sure you have proper secondaries. I would work on your Separatist squad. You know, you need to have at least 1 or 2 squad. Like right now, CT, since I'm facing people just like you, I'm outmanned all the time. I stopped going for Galactic Legends. I'm trying to build teams that can take out Galactic Legends. You know, the journey to a Galactic Legend is just straight hot trash prerequisites. So I need to build nasty squads, and that's what my roster does so well. I have so many great squads, and I'm gonna perfect it to where they can take out Galactic Legends. And I use Separatists for that. Jedi Master Luke, Sith Eternal, Star Killer squads. This is an amazing squad. All right, Sith. Very low as well. I got a nasty Count Dooku. Mine's like 335 speed or something. Darth Traya, Darth Sion. You definitely want to get the Omen Farm for Traya. All right. To kind of wrap up, CT. Like I said, thank you so much for you and your brother. You guys are a bunch of great dudes that would definitely be some friends if we were in the real life. Great job with gas. That's a nasty grind right there. So, of course, right now in Carbonite, you know, you only need 3 teams on defense, 3 teams on offense, which I don't even think that you really even have. Like, looking at your leaders, you've got Gas, that's 1. Vader, that's 2. Okay. General Grievous, that's 3. Padme, 4. Palpatine, you're probably using with Darth Vader right now. Okay, Admiral Pete's not a leader. Bosk, 5. Veer, 6. So you have the leaders. That's all you have as far as leaders. The rest, 7, Brood Alpha. But as far as like their supporting cast to like complete those squads. So of course, I would highly recommend you get Rebels. Rebels is an amazing, amazing squad. They're like your two big bang teams, Gas and Rebels. To me, it's like you got to complete your core. I would do that and not rush a Galactic Legend. You know, you can beat people with, you know, a GL if you have better squads. But now, again, like I said, I know CT, it's very hard because everyone's outmatched. It's so different nowadays. So, of course, Gas, Padme, JKR, Rebels. Gas, Padme, right? Gas, Padme, Rebels. JKR. Man, I'm just getting something. There's so much to work on. CT, I don't really know the direction to give you. To me, it's just like I build my core to make sure it's great, and then hopefully lead into your Galactic Legend. I recommend SOKR just because he's a great Galactic Legend because a finalizer on the back end. But just keep working, man. Just keep playing the game. Keep grinding. Just keep working on your squads, man. You got a long way to go, CT. But just keep on playing. You know, be active in the Discord. Have some fun. Put yourself back on the list because rosters like this, I need to see your game progression in a year or maybe a little bit less than that. You know, how much you do your roster. You know, I can't wait to see that Dan's, you know, see what you two guys compare to. I want to hope that you and Dan put yourself back on the list where you guys are both right next to each other again so I can see who's made the better progression. All right, guys. Like I said, enjoyed this video. Definitely blast the like button. Keep on sithing. And until next time, Darth Kimchi signing out.